But let's go to Vanessa's love life.
Here we go.
Because her and just like Nicole and Kyle had a moment, Vanessa and Bill. Bill. That's random. Imagine Vanessa and Joey had a moment, and he like shared a lot about himself.
He did. Very surprising. You know, Joey Armstrong coming out, explaining who he is. Obviously, you know, Vanessa has always tried to, you know, dig deep. And it's one of those things, she knew more, you know, but I think we'll get into why he did that. But also, before we get there, you know, Nicole has been kind of telling her, like she refused to trust him. Yeah, she refused to trust him. She's like, let's get this awkward conversation. That's what you can appreciate about Nicole, Dupree woman, going straight at the thing like, look, let's talk. We ain't gonna, you know, lollygag around.
They about to go on a double date.
Yeah, and they don't like each other. Let's go for what it is. So.
Joey, I know I bring this up a lot, but when Vanessa was like, oh my God, my friend might have cancer, Gene, blah, 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 blah. He was like, sorry for your friends, but like, I don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with me. Mm-hmm. Like, I am concerned that you're concerned about them. Like, and I just thought that was very comical.
Typical Joey.
Yeah. But, so yeah, Vanessa, I have to say, just to kick off this Deanna segment, is a horrible parent. I love her to death, but I don't think she doesn't love her kids.
Okay.
There are just certain women who prioritize the men in their lives over anyone else. Right. And they don't realize that they're doing it. Mm-hmm. And her son said it at one point last week to her, where they're at Uptown. So the ribbon cutting happened, and Vanessa and Deanna did have some time together where it was nice. They caught up how you would think a mother and daughter would catch up, you know. Deanna definitely seemed a little skeptical. Yeah. At times during these conversations, but she was happy to be there for the moment. She was like, I can't, you know, doing this in my dad's honor. Like, I have to be there to support him. They take a group photo. She had to pull up the photo of Doug on her phone, and, you know, and I'm feeling for her. She's grieving. But then she's already sus, like, okay, you're bragging about this guy, Joey, and this nice thing he did for my dad. Also weird. I'm coming here after my dad died and everything, and then you keep telling me about how this other nigga is. Like, I like this other man, and I already would kind of be off-putted by that. Like, okay, you talk about him a little too much. Yep. And then see y'all kissing. So
they
she's like,
wasn't on a low. They like right in.
They went right. They thought they was on a low, but that's what happens. You be thinking you low and you not. Mm-hmm. And she has an outburst, and she basically puts it out there like, Mom, like, you know, you moved on with this man, and this man, you know, are basically, I think you fucking him, and that's why he dedicated this building, this clinic to my dad, basically, and, you know, crazy, embarrassing. So the reason why I say Vanessa prioritizes men in her life's feelings over her children, and I've been saying it, you know, with her not visiting her and her staying in college, but you went straight to the casino after that outburst. You didn't chase after your daughter. Her brother said that she got on the train to Banneker or some shit. Like, you went straight to him, and even Joey be like, Joey be looking out for her kids' feelings more than her when she was adamant on having that dinner with them, and he's like, girl, read the room. This girl does not want to come up here and have dinner with me. And he was right. So the son at one point, when he, you know, checks on Deanna, Donnell, MVP of the episode, because he really was trying to balance everything and be there for, you know, all the crazy women in his life. And and he goes back to the casino to kind of give her an update on Deanna. And Vanessa's like, you know, she just needs to understand Joey's a good guy, Joey this, Joey that. And he was like, I'm honestly not thinking about Joey's feelings right now. I'm thinking about Deanna's. Like, you're the only one that is even thinking and talking about Joey Armstrong's feelings right now. Like, this is not about him and how he's being perceived. Like, this is about the welfare of your daughter. And he is now getting sus. Yeah. And that's the end of my monologue.
No, so, you know, when I saw this, the first thing I said was, well, what took her so long to get there, right? And you know, I have people on social media saying, well, people grieve differently. I understand that. But, you know, I'm still wondering, you know, she out there using the heart attached app. which we'll get into because that had Darnell suspect. Like, whoa. But I was like, I felt for Deanna because, she was crying out for her mom. Like, why didn't you come to her?
Which would have been the case.
Yeah, why didn't she go to Banneker herself? Get in the car, get on a plane, something, whatever way it is, a private jet. Go there and say, I need to hug you, daughter. I need to see what's going on.
To put eyes on you.
Right. And, so with all of that, and her just snapping at, like, what kind of man? And then what I did like what they said was, you knew she was upset because they said that's not in her character. The fact that she did that in front of everybody. Because she would have probably preferred that would have been a house conversation.
Right.
But she was upset.
But that kind of emotion, and it comes over you and you're just like, especially because you're really here to honor your dad and you're watching your mom kiss some other man and talk about him all day long. We're just like, girl.
Leslie can't wait. She can't wait to throw that back at her.
Yep. And she even talked to Leslie.
Leslie real estate Barbie.
Yes. I really like that, actually.
I think that we gotta
make a whole
her names.
Yes. We definitely gotta do it. Put the names, the nicknames that Leslie has given people that you love. Put them in the comments. We'll put a list together. We'll post it.
Put it in a Loving Them Gates Instagram.
Yes, because that is gonna be hilarious. Because she calls Derek Mr. Stop, Drop, and Roll. Like, that shit is hilarious. So, that is going to be a messy situation. And I really think, Vanessa, I think she's starting to get in over her head as well because she's approached by Pamela to be a part of this campaign for this really prominent women's business organization. And they want to honor Vanessa because of all the work she's done with her real estate agency. And, that's the type of shit I live from. Like, yes, bitch, because one thing I always loved about Vanessa, boss ass bitch, she's owning different type of companies now. But, and she actually has to turn it down because of all the shady shit she's doing with Joey. They have to do a background check.
Yeah, that's wild.
That was heartbreaking for me.
Well, she's hard attached. She's hard attached. So, I think that's it's a lot of stuff, and her world is slowly but surely blowing up in her face. You think about everything the way she was with Doug and going essentially behind his back. He told her, like, okay, I don't want you fucking with him. You can fuck all these other people, but him, and she went behind his back and he got killed. All this is karma. Karma is coming to collect.
Literally living it up on vacation while your husband was literally getting killed, planned, murdered, all of that shit.
Unless he ain't dead.
But, Marcel and Joey have referenced it like, no one's ever gonna, that footage is ended. And I do like the long-term booking because they are bringing back a lot of things from like early last season. Like if you know, including, that footage. And it was something else that they brought up. And I was like, oh, wow, that's something from before that they're, like, we didn't forget. We're going to get there, too. People are going to complain. We're wrestling fans. Wrestling fans complain about storylines and the things that happen with their favorite wrestlers. And I feel like soap opera fans are going to complain about the pacing of storylines no matter what. It's either going to be too fast, too slow, they're bringing this back up, or they're taking too long to tie up this loose end. And it's just like, chill. Everything's gonna come together. I think everything has come together pretty nicely. I think that's mostly everything that happened last week.
Yeah.
Was it Deanna was pretty much the firecracker that came through there.